So it's Wednesday late afternoon. It's Kate at Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. And you probably saw my earlier video of the attempted integration of the teenagers to the adults. And I do believe Niamh, who's that big fluffy Brahma there, I had opened it up so there was no choke points. But I forgot about there's a little strip of fence line and grass behind the little coop. And I have it blocked up on the side. And Niamh cornered, got back there and started attacking Colm, the rooster. And I think she hurt him, not really bad. He lost a feather, and he's been a little standoffish, and he was like standing in a corner with his eyes closed and his tail drooped, and I was like helicopter mom panicking. But he seems to have perked back up. He's having some treats there on the dust bath. But I came back from the store and I looked out, and all the big chickens were out back here, and I couldn't find the little ones. And I'm like, leave the house for 10 minutes and chaos ensues. But they were up here exploring. So they're over here in a place. I think it's when the big chickens went back there to explore and peck around, these little ones were smart enough to like, let's go to the other side of the yard now. Come on. Now, I'm going to totally differ the way I try to integrate them again, because the Brahmas are showing aggression, and I had to pick one of them up to get her out of the run. And I swear to God, she weighed more than Laddie-Roo. Laddie's probably a good 7-8 pounds. She's got to be up pushing 10 pounds. I don't know. I mean, they're a big bird, but she's heavy. You know, when I think of weight, like she's 10 pounds, picking up a 10-pound bag of potatoes with one hand seemed so much easier than those two. And so here's Kiva just ran at the fence, and the little red one ran off. So they are fearing the Brahmas. And the Brahmas are just so much bigger. So as much as I don't want to leave that run up any longer than necessary, I might end up making it bigger and waiting till these birds are, maybe leaving them in there for the summer, or at least another month or two, let them get a lot bigger. Just because they're fast, but they're still timid right now, and I'm sure if there's not a choke point, they could get away. But until I get the hawk net up and nobody can fly over, I just worry more about like trampling, and with their weight and power, that they could hurt the smaller birds. I know they gotta learn, but they seem to be going pretty easy on the little ones. It's like they know their babies are little, and the little ones are small and fast, and they do get away. So, and the Brahmas tend to not act out unless Luna is acting like the aggressive head hen. And when she is, then of course the Brahmas. See, now they're going after the little ones, but they just can't really catch the little ones. Run, little ones, run! Run! Run for the monster chicken. Kiva, I am very disappointed in you. You're a bad girl. Bad. You guys are going to end up being the ones put in timeout instead of Laddie. But I think tonight, usually by 7:20, 7:30, Laddie takes everyone, the big girls, to roost. So I'm going to lock them up and see if the teenagers want to come out and explore with the little girls. We'll see. I'm sitting out here with them now. But, I mean, I guess I could spend my days out here with them all day and baby them. But, it's not very productive. It's hard to do laundry out here. They're not much help. Don't eyeball me like that, sister. Yeah. You and your sister have been nothing but schoolyard bullies. Just because you're big doesn't mean you need to be all tough and mean. Yeah, they are heavy, heavy birds. I mean, I pick Laddie up several times a day. To me, that's like, he's a lower 5, he's probably 6, 7 pounds. He looks heavier than he is. He's just all poofy feathers and showing off. But those girls outweigh him by, half his weight or more. And you kind of look at them side by side, you can tell the difference between the silver-laced Wyandotte, who is considered a large-bodied bird, a big bird, and then you look at the Brahmas next to her. My Brahmas don't have super hairy legs, but you know, I figured another. They're over a year, but they're not fully mature, I don't think. But you know, they are just big, heavy birds, and I don't want them to put a stomping on my little birds. So I'm very disappointed that they're not acting sweeter, but whatever. I spilled a little wild bird seed, so I put it a little, scooped up my hand, put it in a little bowl, and they're like, millet. So anyway, the little ones are back over here in their territory. They're pretty good at getting away from them. I'm gonna quit talking because Laddie's bitching about that, and we'll just watch some birds. You guys stop stalking that fence and trying to intimidate people. Oh my gosh. Nothing worse than bullies. Now you know why I call them the Heathers. We had a group of Heathers in my high school. God, they were the worst women. Well, I think they've grown up to be better women than they were girls, but holy smokes. Get away from that fence and stop being so mean. You stay away from that camera, mister. Yep, there's the Heathers, the fluffy butt bitches. I threw some bird seed over into the teenage pen, so what landed on this side of the fence, I mean, they have to go get now. You guys do something other than show me your fluffy butts? That was the little ones running around, running from Marigold, who was probably just coming to say hi because she's a low woman on a totem pole. She might have been, you know, trying to establish that she's above them, but she's old and pretty sweet. Yes, that's where she's missing feathers. It's not so much Laddie doing it. She likes to pull at her own feathers, and then when Laddie's mating with her, the Brahmas will run over and start pecking at her while he's holding her down. Or when he's finished, they'll go over and peck at her like, "We told you to stay away from our man." Girls. Okay, now they're just being jerks. Little crooked big drink. Having a Sorry, you didn't mean to say anything about your crooked beak. He's like, I think I embarrassed him. Yeah, you two need to get away from there. They normally stand back of that back corner and just flirt and be all sweet with Colm, but Niamh, you don't need to preen. She likes just standing there at the gate to preen. Just showing off, being a bitch, being a thug. Well, you know what happens with thugs in this yard? Yeah, you get picked up and carried around. Yeah? Yeah? It's one way to get them away from the fence. Like, don't touch us. Laddie's unhappy that there's net down, so he can't get in there and eat the chick food. I said in the earlier video, I mixed a little bit of chick food with their outside bowl of food because it is easier for him to eat it small deep dishes for his crooked beak. But it's a game of tag over here, I think, for the little girls. I can't find a level piece of ground in this yard. They can all three stand up there and they can all three set. They position themselves right. I want to set under you. They're going to be good-sized birds. Don't stand over there talking to him like you did when you were flirting with him. You were mean to him and you hurt him. So yeah, there's the Rhode Island Red next to the Brahma. You can see how much lower her back is. So, Luna, stop it. Or even Laddie's, you know. Probably standing up straight like that. He's as tall as the Brahmas, but he's not near as heavy. Yeah, see, Niamh's back to preening in that spot where I told her she was being a bully. Ma'am, I don't want either of you standing over here preening. Look at this little path you got here. Yeah, stop being bullies. Let's see what time it is. Hopefully you guys will be going to bed soon. And don't go back there picking on the little ones. Oh my gosh. She like walks over there with the purpose. The little ones are like, hide! Hide here in the tall grass. The Attila heather's coming. She's making a lap. Making her presence known as if those little birds are at all pecking order competition. Miss Kiva, was next to the bottom of the totem pole, and then there's Marigold. But yeah, all this pecking order shit drives me crazy. Can't we all just get along? All right, I'm gonna go for a bit. Bye.